In this video, we're going to discuss the two complete performance index calculation and the shortcut to understand the formula, the Crosswind Way. So first, what is the TCPI, or two complete performance index? This is a calculation that is a forecast of the remaining cost performance index to end up on budget. So in other words, at whatever slice in time, like through week 4, through week 8, through week 12, whatever slice in time, the TCPI is the cost performance index that you need to have from that point until the end of the project to end up on budget, or essentially to have a variance at completion of 0. So in other words, it's how efficient you need to be from that point until the end of the project to do exactly what you intended to do. Now that said, it is inversely proportional to the cost performance index. So in other words, if your CPI is less than 1.0, meaning you're not getting a dollar's work out of a dollar, your TCPI, or two complete performance index, is going to be greater than 1.0. So say you had a CPI of 0.8, your TCPI is going to be greater than 1.0 because you're not getting a dollar out of a dollar with a CPI of 0.8. So as a result, your two complete performance index, from that point on, you're going to have to get more than a dollar out of a dollar to end up on track. Now, as well, if your cost performance index is greater than 1.0, meaning you're getting more than a dollar out of a dollar, you're not going to have have a TCPI of greater than 1 ongoing, assuming you keep that up. So say you had a CPI of 1.1, meaning I'm getting $1.10 work out of every dollar I spend. Well, at that slice in time, you're on pace to finish under budget, so you wouldn't necessarily have to get a dollar's value out of a dollar's work ongoing. And so it is inversely proportional to the cost performance index. Now, the formula in English is the remaining work divided by the remaining budget. Again, the remaining work divided by the remaining budget. So how much work do we still have to do, estimated dollars-wise, and how much money do we have left to spend to get it done? So if I have $50,000 worth of work left to do and $30,000 of budget left, I'm in trouble. If I have $50,000 worth of work left to do and $60,000 worth of budget, I've got some breathing room, for example. Ideally, in a perfect world, I've got $50,000 worth of work left and $50,000 worth of budget left to spend. Now that said, when we look at the calculation is BAC minus EV over BAC minus AC. So first let's look at BAC minus EV. So BAC is budget at completion, which is the total expected cost of the project. And EV, or earned value, is also known as the budgeted cost of work performed. So the top part of that formula is the remaining work, because total work minus work done is remaining work. And the bottom part is remaining budget, which is total budget minus money spent is remaining budget. So again, remaining work divided by remaining budget. Now there's a lot of letters in this formula, and I'm going to show you a shortcut here to keep it straight. So first, if you've watched the triangle diagram video with earned value, doing earned value the Crosswind Way, you've seen how to keep track of the cost performance index formula. So if we look here, CPI equals EV over AC. So budgeted cost of work performed divided by money spent to get it done. So work done divided by money spent tells me my spending efficiency, my CPI, cost performance index. So as long as you can remember your CPI formula, all you got to do is put BAC minus in front of both pieces of that CPI formula, and then just put a T over by the CPI. So if you look in the dashed line boxes, it's your CPI formula. So as long as you put BAC minus in front of both pieces and just put you a T by the CPI, that's your formula. And there you go. One less thing you have to spend a lot of time trying to remember, because you already know the CPI formula for the test. Now, if we look here, that's the formula. So remaining work divided by remaining budget tells me my remaining spending efficiency from this point on to end up on track.